Yeah. What was it? I think obviously having the kids very quickly was challenging, but great insofar as that's just what we did. We really didn't try and do anything else for about 5-6 years. So the great thing about having them quickly was that we didn't travel, we didn't do any of those things, we just didn't have time. On the other hand, we kind of came out of that phase very quickly as well. The most challenging thing I think was it was just that, trying to manage my own health and well-being, with all of those things going on, really wanting to be a part of their lives, really wanting to be involved, and just trying to get that balance right. I guess I definitely found that challenging. We came up with some pretty good little strategies inside of there. I think one of the greatest strategies we ever came up with in there was it took us a while to get around to it, but we actually organised so that we had one morning on, one morning off, one morning on, one morning off, alternative mornings, either with the kids or actually having time to be able to go out and go to yoga or go and have a surf or go for a run or sleep in or do whatever we wanted to do. But when we got that in place, it was one of the most liberating things that we ever really came to understand, and it made a huge difference. It meant that when we were with the kids, when you're a morning on, you were 100% there and you were able to enjoy that, and it was busy because then you knew the next morning that you were off and you could absolutely do whatever you wanted to do. It removed that ambiguity of whether you were on, whether you were off, whose turn it was, who'd been up during the night. It took all of that away, and it didn't matter what happened that night. Mondays were mine, Tuesdays were Amber's, Wednesday was mine, Thursdays Amber's, and we both got 3 mornings out and 3 mornings on with the kids, and we usually spent Sunday together. So that was probably one of the most challenging things, but developing little strategies like that made an enormous difference.